moment, in the NFT space right now, and alongside art as well. But with the whale community, I mean, all this influx of new people coming in and experiencing NFTs for the first time, it's been ridiculous. We've gained like 2,000 members, from February on to now. And everyone is curious. Everyone has questions. They want to know how things work. And that's kind of one of the primary reasons for our Discord, is to get people involved, give them an easy way to accumulate all this knowledge. There's super helpful people in our Discord, in the Token Smart Discord, and really special what goes on there because of mostly of all the events that we put on. We'll bring in your favorite project, we'll talk to the founders, we'll bring in your favorite artists, we'll talk to them about their process, how they came up, how their experience has been in the NFT space so far. So it's really a wealth of information every day getting pumped out from the whale community, from the Token Smart community, that has just intensified in the last month, because now you have people like Gary Vee and Mark Cuban, and everyone, lo and behold, has now found how that NFTs are cool, and and we're ready for them. We're ready to show people what's a good project, what's not, or what let's speak about the tech if that's more of your thing. That's my long answer.
No, dude, Alegria, I'm so happy that you're mentioning all about this. So everyone, Dapper Labs created Crypto Kitties, okay? Dapper Labs is behind a Top Shot, and Well Community is assisting with this. Please, for those of you who don't know what Well Coin is, do you guys want to explain that too? I know you guys are always giving airdrops. Please explain. You guys have different roles. You guys have the dolphin, the shark, the whale, and how can people get in?
Okay, so the whale token is primarily a social token. Part of what we do in the Discord is kind of make sure that token gets some circulation. It's kind of like your old school faucets back in the day, where it's just spit out Bitcoin, but we're giving 50,000 whale a month away to the community for different things, for different participations, for winning certain games. Some people earn it through what we call liquidity mining. If you provide liquidity to the pool to make the coin stronger, you also get some type of incentives for that. That's a little bit of another topic, but there's ways to earn whale token. Just by being yourself, basically. There's what you mentioned, roles. We have a dolphin role, a shark role, and a whale role. And those roles, all you have to do is hold a certain amount of whale tokens in your MetaMask to qualify for them, and the different roles will allow you to claim more whale at the end of the month. So it's kind of an incentive to hold that coin and then also be able to quote unquote mine more at the end of the month. That's a little bit of the gist of it. And yeah, if you have anything to add, Rude Moose, please go ahead.
Yeah, so I would say the big thing with the whale community, right, is we are very largely focused on trying to enable everybody in this space to become a whale. And what I mean by that is that in the crypto space, the term whale refers to people who have a lot of, tokens or NFTs or, pretty significant holdings. Which gives them a lot of mobility to, move around in the space. And so that's the reason that, we focus on distributing more of the social token to the community each month to make sure that, we're fulfilling that. But it's sort of like the old, proverb where you're not, you give a man a fish and he eats for a day, but if you teach a man to fish, then he can eat for a lifetime. So in our case, we're not solely just giving things out so that way people, have whale and that's awesome. You can trying to educate people about the crypto space. So we run a lot of different interviews and panels and events. Actually, one of the series that I've just started is the Metaverse Makers, Movers, and Shakers, where I'm interviewing people who have not necessarily been the artists in the space or the people who created the big projects in the space, but those who have been in the space a while and have that kind of collective experience to provide historical information and insight and point people in the right direction when they're joining the NFT and crypto space, so that way they can be successful. Because really what we want is a community of people who have the tools to be successful outside of just our space, which I think is really important.
100%. I totally agree. I was part of the Well community when it first began. And let me tell you, the knowledge that I gained from all of you is immensely. And I huge respect and props to you guys. I've been in the space since 2018 with CryptoKitties. I myself do not even call myself an OG because there's so many people in the space that deserve that respect, that have been longer than that, and who have helped build not only communities, but the projects and the whole NFT space of what it is now. I do want to invite Easy. Easy has been part of the Whale community as well, and is part of the Token Smart community and the Whip part of the Whip crew. We'll talk a little bit about Token Smart after, but Easy, please take the floor.
Thank you so much. I am so glad I get to be here with you guys. The Whale community has been so phenomenal. I was lucky enough to be there, since the Discord launched, and it has been such, my God, I mean, the resources there are incredible and impossible to just list in a conversation here, or we'd be here all day. But I can't advise highly enough to come and join the community. Amazing projects, amazing collaborations from, music to art. And there's so much possibility. There's so many of us that really want to help to, bring people on that are interested and help you get started and kind of point you in the direction where your passions can be fulfilled and you're able to, pursue your dreams and hopefully get some economic impact from that too in your lives. So I just can't state enough how incredible the Whale community has been and how much help it has been.
Yeah, definitely. I completely agree. All the Whale that I've collected has changed my life. And if it wasn't for Well to introducing me to the Discord family, I wouldn't be where I am today. So much respect to the Well community. I do want to bring it to the Token Smart community too. For those of you who don't know, Token Smart is part of NFT 42. Who is NFT 42? Well, NFT 42 is the parent company of Avastars, Token Smart, Infinity Tokens, and Meta Olympics. And just to give you guys a brief explanation of what each of those are, is Avastars is our on-chain generative art, like the exclusive one that is my profile pic. Please, everyone, the biggest thing that I tell everybody, if you missed on CryptoPunks, don't miss out on Avastars. There's a cap of 25,000, and would love to one day see everybody have their Avastar as their profile. Infinity Tokens is our white label user-friendly minting platform, and our clients include Joy and Pranksy NFT boxes. Eventually, our marketplace will persist through the metaverse, but for our first version of our platform, we will provide an easy-to-configure marketplace for you to integrate your website or as a standalone storefront. And then we also have Meta Olympics, which is a series of fun competition. We combine the metaverse and the Olympics together and gamify knowledge while at the same time having fun. And Token Smart. Token Smart is like my baby. Shout out to Rizzle. Shout out to Dragon Age. Shout out to the Whip crew. It is our community filled of intelligent devs, artists, collectors, and enthusiasts who we have close relationships with. And we create metaverse experience by hosting awesome projects. going into the space. We host daily events as well. And if you're new into crypto, definitely invite you guys to come and hang out with us. And before you know it, you start learning and having fun at the same time. We host standalone events, daily, weekly shows. Huge events that we have hosted have included the Metapalooza B20 Beeple drop. That was super huge. We also did Charge Particles. Super mega. We received over 2,000 people in our voice channel alone, and doesn't include a 10,000 visits that were in Crypto Voxels. And the energy is insane when everybody is sharing that excitement. They're live. We have the whip every Thursday that includes a panel of speakers with updates, and this takes place in Crypto Voxels. We have different places in the metaverses that are blockchained where we love to host events and shill everybody's work. So definitely invite everybody to join Whale Community, Token Smart. And the reason we are collaborating is because we are coming up with a special role, and it's in the works. It will be called NFT Land. So this NFT Land role will be special to you if you are part of the Whale Community server and Token Smart server, and you at least hold one whale and one whipsy. I invite everybody to go ahead and look at my profile, follow on the social medias. I've posted the Discord there on my Twitter to make it a little bit easier since it's hard to copy and paste. But anything that you guys would like to add on to that?
I would love to say that Token Smart is basically my second home, and we have pretty much daily events there. So it is another Discord that I've been with from the very early days. And whenever my DMs are open on Twitter, my Twitter is linked to my profile. And whenever anybody hits me up, basically I'm going to invite them to the Token Smart community and the Whale community, because there's so much potential there for you to get involved and to learn and to have fun. So yeah, I just can't say enough how important it's been for my growth as an artist, as a community member, as a kind of community activator, and being able to bridge some of the different communities that being involved with Token Smart and the Whale community has brought me. And just to touch on one more thing on the Whale community, because I came in a little late and I'm not sure if it was touched upon, but there's also Whale grants. And so there's a lot of opportunity in both these communities. I actually have a show tonight in Token Smart. It's on. It's a listening party. We have live music to start from Ian, and we have a podcast we listen to afterwards, which Sandymeows is a part of. And then we talk about everything that they cover in the podcast, which has gone down in the last crazy week in crypto. And you will be able to basically stack at least one whipsy and probably more. And quite possibly you could stack up to a whale just by coming and hanging out for a couple shows, because we do lots of airdrops to reward the active community members. So kind of the more active you are in the chat, the more chance you have at getting whale and whipsy into your bag. So I just wanted to add those few things. And yeah, basically, there's about a show a day at least, which you can come and enjoy and learn and make friends.
Easy. Thank you for reminding me of that. Yes, your show is on today, and please don't miss it. 4:30 p.m. Pacific time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, 12:30 p.m. UTC time. And Easy brought up a great point. We're always, both the Whale community and Token Smart, we are always dropping not only knowledge, but we're doing airdrops to our active members. We reward them with Whale, with Whipsy, and we also are always giving out giveaways. On top of that, on each event that we do have, we give these things called POAPs, and they're proof of attendance. They're these super cool images that are on the XDAI network, and they're super, super cool. Please come and collect them. I love them. We love to POAP. We make a lot of jokes about them, and I just love them. Speaking of giveaways, I know I spoke about Avastars. Every Tuesday, we are always giving away an Avastar for free. And let me tell you that the floor starts at 0.07. I believe currently right now that would be like $135. And if you include gas fees on top of that, you're talking about $200. So this is $200 that we want to give away every Tuesday. And all you have to do is follow the Meta Olympics page, follow Avastar's Twitter as well, and drop a comment on our link that asks. We place a different Avastar weekly, and we ask you to tell us a story. So tell us a story about the Avastar that we're giving away. Tell us their name, their bio. We accept poems, essays, songs, screenplays. It could be as long as you want, but definitely join us. And we announce the winner live on Tuesdays. So that's when it ends. Tuesdays at 12 p.m. 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, and 8 p.m. UTC. So I definitely want to invite everybody who is new to the NFT space. This is a great opportunity for you to own your own NFT and come and join with the Whale community and Token Smart community as well. I see some people raising hands. So I'm going to go ahead and invite you guys, and we'll start taking questions.
And while you're inviting people up, it's super fun because Sandy and Rizzle read out all the little stories and like sing the little songs that people tweet out. So you got to participate, come. You'll be able to possibly walk away with an amazing Avastar, and we always have a great time. Plus, we're doing airdrops.
Oh my gosh, yes. And the funnier, the weirder your submissions are, we love them. We tend not to read them till the day of. So sometimes you have me just like wheezing out of laughter because I can't breathe. So the most random, weirdest submissions, we welcome them all. We love them all. So definitely. Hey, Reza, I want to invite you to, if you have any questions, please speak up. Yeah.
Thank you for inviting me. As of now, I'm just listening. I'm in the process of creating my own marketplace as well as an NFT screener. And I'm plugging in, I guess, our system into 3 different networks, Dapper Flows, which the team has been super helpful with on their Discord, Wax, as well as Ethereum. So I guess this was just more of a place for me to, hear anything and have my questions answered without even asking. But thank you guys for hosting this so far. It's been really great.
Yeah,
awesome. Thank you for coming by, man. I know that we kind of gave you the long intro on what it is, who we are, and what we do, and now we definitely like you guys to kind of come up here and get these. If you have any questions, if you're don't have that much experience, kind of, have some time on the floor and ask us, what's going on, where should you go for what, which is kind of what we do on Discord. Now we're just here on a different platform.
I guess one question I did have, sorry, Frank, if I had cut you off before you had asked, but one question I did have was, for us releasing our NFT screener and our marketplace, I'm looking to see if you guys have any suggestions for outlets or websites or publishers that we can contact to see if there's any type of advertising available for us, because we are heavily embedded in the algorithmic trading space, including the crypto space, which includes ERC20 tokens, et cetera, but we're not really too familiar with the NFT space since it's kind of a niche or tangent of its own within crypto that's slowly emerging, and we're obviously all the early adopters here, despite that CryptoKitties has done it a couple of years back. But I'm looking to see, I guess, if you guys have any resources or suggestions for me on where I can start advertising or reaching out to people to help out.
I would go ahead and say that we both our Discords interview a lot of new up and coming projects as well as established ones. So you can jump up in there and probably find the founder or two of something being built right now, or something that might need a little marketing push. If you go out there and look for it, there's always those type of opportunities where developers aren't that great at marketing and might need you. Also, Twitter is just the best place. A few searches will hashtag like NFT, and you might find a project that nobody's heard about, because it's just so easy to get started for developers. If you know what you're doing already, I think it's pretty easy for people to get going here. That's what I would have to say on that. I'm a little bit out of my depth when it comes to developing and all that, but marketing, I think there's a lot of new projects still.
Totally, because we're developers and we're not so much on the marketing side. We know very little to do with marketing, but we know how to make great products. So I guess you would suggest if I wanted to find other marketers or people that would be able to potentially come on board and help us with advertising, it would be good just to reach out on Twitter, or I screenshotted the 2 Discord channels on your bio, so I'll definitely hop in and see. But I guess that's pretty much the only outlets for now you're suggesting. And thanks, by the way, for the input.
Yeah, I think that's a good start, right? If anyone else has some suggestions, please let Rizzo know.
Yeah, I would love to add to that if you're new to the NFT space, the 2 platforms that you would want to belong to get more information, definitely Twitter and Discord. We live in these spaces and we're accessible in within them as well. So like Alegria mentioned, both the Whale community and Token Smart, we host up and coming and established projects in the industry. So definitely hit us up, send me a message, and I'll love to connect. Frank, you are on stage. Do you have any questions?
Thank you, Sandy.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Andy. I'd just like to mention as well to the audience, I know that we were talking a lot about the tokens and what you could get if you participate in the dolphin and whale. But from my own perspective, I was there from the beginning and I got the whale drop. I think it was in May. And at the time I had COVID, you couldn't get out anywhere. And it was such a fascinating place to be part of on the Discord channel. Moose, you were great doing the marble runs and those games, and just to have that community where you can interact with one another. It just got me through those that month, I guess. And I haven't really been active on Discord on the channel for quite a while, but back in it again. And I just think it's great social, even online. It's just a great social community too.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. The marble, oh my goodness, I remember playing that game. I would never win. My marble will always get lost. Riza, I do want to mention that Magmaster magazine, he reached out to me and definitely would love to help in the marketing and HR. So like I said, connect with me. I could connect you with Magmaster, who is the Mag NFT magazine in the space. Next up, Zeev, do you have a question for us?
I just I listened to Candy last week, and I guess as commentary 3 weeks ago, I came across NBA Top Shot, and ever since then, I guess I've gone down the rabbit hole, making an account with CryptoKitties, Blocklit Games, which I heard from Candy, if I'm saying her name correctly, or Moose. So I'm just very thankful. I see how everybody's helped from the community. For me, I want to understand, how does Whale fit in with Flow? And I think what Dapper Labs has done is remarkable, because I've tried many different platforms and it is, by far the easiest. So thank you for having me.
Super glad that you come into the talks, and I guess some of the things I've shared have been helpful. It's awesome to have you, join and part of the different experiences that we have in the crypto space. I guess for the how does the Whale community tie into these things? The cool thing about the Whale community, and I've been in it since it was launched last May, is that it's a specific community that does not have any direct ties to any one project. So I found over the years in the crypto space, right, like there are, the Dapper group where you've got CryptoKitties and you've got NBA Top Shot, and those are huge. There's also the Axie Infinity community, which is, also cute, breedable battle creatures, and they're super cute. And then there's also like crypto art scene. There's a lot of different niches in the crypto space. And excuse my kids in the background, they're crazy. But the cool thing about the Whale community is it is a space that's dedicated not to a single one of those, aspects, but all of them. So this is where we have people who have, so many varied interests and experiences, and we're able to get together and learn about those other projects in a safe space and kind of understand the comparison of, how does, what are the similarities between some of these, or some of the differences, or, when might be a good time to onboard to a new project. And so it's really nice to be able to have kind of access to all of those sort of areas of expertise in one place. And I will say that's the same for the Token Smart in the WIP community as well. So between that community, because I've also been there since the very beginning, in the server, and these are both places where they're not specific to any one crypto project. And that's kind of the magic of it, is you get a much broader experience by being part of these communities as well. So similar to how Clubhouse is leading us to, a couple of projects, like this will then lead you, like there are so many rabbit holes. So hopefully that explains how they're tied together.
Yeah, and just to add to that, because, there's people interested in collaborating and learning. And so both the Whale and the Token Smart Discords are great places not only to have fun, to get educated, but there are an incredible amount of collaborations that and even projects born out of those Discords and the discussions therein. So if you do have a skill and you're interested in getting involved and learning more and trying to kind of partner up with a project that has, similar interests as you, I would highly recommend jumping in, reaching out to any of us, on stage that have our DMs open and our Twitter links down in our profiles.
Yeah, I'd love to add to that. These are great conversations. I came in a little bit late. I didn't know anything about NFTs except for I bred some Axies and I bought some land on a couple games, and going to the Well community and also Token Smart and the events, I have learned so much about art. I was able to put my own art in there, and it's about minting, about Top Shots. I mean, it is so amazing how much I've learned and enriching my life, in fact. And also how much I've gained knowledge-wise. I mean, thinking back 6 months ago, I had no idea about any of this stuff. And today I'm helping a bunch of people, with the ropes and learn. And, my friends are getting into it and they're doing very well. I mean, you think about Top Shots jumping in from the beginning, where I learned about it was in the Whale server. And, I was able to take, and not investment advice for sure, but take a $50 investment and turn it into, over $2,000-$3,000. I mean, where can you do that? And if I didn't have the knowledge and the guidance from, the communities, both Whale and Token Smart, I don't think I would have. So it's quite the journey, and it's only growing. And I'm so excited that we're able to provide this education to folks. And that's really where you get the value. It's completely free to jump in and ask questions and talk with people and learn. And that's what's neat about it. And I'm glad, one of our folks was speaking earlier about of their experience of the place and how they had COVID and they were having a hard time and they just jumped in and were able to make friends and talk to people. And really that's part of the value, even though we're in a space that's growing quite tremendously right now. It's amazing to see the value of just friendship and camaraderie and, memes and whatnot. And also learn about an industry that's just skyrocketing. So it's really cool. Really cool.
Dope. I want to add a little bit to that. I know we don't have much time. We were trying to keep this under an hour, as it is just like an intro episode to what we do, and hopefully a little foreshadowing to what we can start doing here. But to go back to Zeeb's question of how Flow and Whale is tied, the Whale Vault, what we call, or where we store all our NFTs. We just started counting the valuation of what we hold in Top Shots, and right now that collection is worth over $46 million. So we're heavily involved with whatever happens with Flow and whatever happens with Top Shot, as that is a huge part of what is giving the token value. You know, that valuation at the moment. I hope that helps.
If I can share just a quick little happy story. I learned about Top Shots in the Whale Discord a little late, but it was, last October or something. And so during one of the live streams, I learned about it. I bought a pack. It was a $9 pack, and I let it sit for a few months. And when I went back and opened it, there was a LeBron James. So that blew my mind, and I've been chasing those packs ever since. Again, not investment or emotional advice, but it's been great for me.
October is late. I'm February 1st. I'm the late one.
Let me also share.
And y'all
go
are
ahead.
still very, very early.
Yeah.
Yes, early days.
Let me just also share that we hosted Steady Breaks, who bought all of these Top Shots early on in the game, and he was opening them and I ended up in a giveaway winning a LeBron James. So there you go, guys. You know, all these events that we do host, there's giveaways that we do, and there's been a lot of generative artwork that we've provided giveaways like art blocks, squigglies, and so many more. So if you're new to NFT space, please, this is the place to be. Whale Community and Token Smart for sure. Chase, welcome to the chat. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, thanks for inviting me as a speaker, and Easy. Thanks for letting me blow you up here trying to get into this community. And I just wanted to echo what everyone else has said in the room. I'm beginning to realize that is exactly what this is a community. And I believe that all of us have a very shared mindset in this room. And I think that, as we all know, having a shared mindset in an organization is going to be probably the most important thing to our success. And I just really appreciate the chance to be able to listen to your guys' experiences, and hope along the way I can, contribute a little bit as well. So thank you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for sharing that, Chase. Alexander, do you have any questions?
Sure, I'd like to say ditto to what Chase just said, so I'm not wasting time here. My name is Alexander. Easy, you've probably heard what I'm working on before, so I apologize. But I'm starting a photography NFT platform for all photographers. I think there's a void for real photography, street photography, stills, portraits, landscapes in the marketplace right now. And the theory that I'm building this on is based on a forum I created back in 2004 while I was in college, called Access Photo. And one of the main driving factors of that was we had contest submissions every month. So I want to do a weekly or bi-weekly auction block drop that's curated and voted on both by the users of the platform and people that are proficient in their field in that particular segment of photography. Like we can take automotive photography, for example. Once your work gets on the auction block after it's been picked, it is presented nameless with complete anonymity. So you have equal chance at beating somebody else on the auction block that may be much more famous than you are. It's kind of like a big FU to the algorithm of Instagram. But we want to gamify it and create an app out of it. So I'm building a pitch deck right now, and I'm just building a team because, an idea is nothing without execution. So I've got a couple of famous Instagrammers on board, and I'm just open to ideas, critical feedback as well, any polls that I may have. But if you visit the website, it's got a quick breakdown of what it looks like, and also like a quick sign-up form that you can fill out.
Please tell us that website. And as a photographer, I would never get tired of hearing about your project. I'm super excited.
Yeah, it's accessphoto.com, or you can go to access.photo. We will own all the IP and everything. I think it's very fitting, giving not only photographers access to the foundation that is NFTs to be able to embolden their work and to be able to provide a layer above a copyright, which most people ignore anyway, let's face it. I just got into the NFT space. I do have a blockchain project under my belt, but I also created my first NFT the other day on Rarible. It's also on OpenSea. It's my profile pic. And I was like sitting there and nervous thinking, oh, who's going to buy this? Who's going to do anything? So what I ended up doing after lowering the price just to get some more attention was to buy somebody else's artwork, because I thought to myself, what was I going to do with the money anyway? Right? Why don't I do that first? Who cares what the order of events are? My stuff will sell eventually. Let me support somebody else right away. Pay it forward. That's kind of what I want to do with this platform, because you're seeing a barrier of entry on all of these other quote unquote curated platforms, from their applications to everything. And all this money is going around, but who's standing behind the person that picked up a camera for the first time and is afraid to make their post on Instagram? Nobody. There's a need that needs to be filled here, and those are the opportunities I look for. And buy the dips. Look for the places where a vacuum exists.
Dude, Alexander, I thank you so much for mentioning that, because when you're entering the NFT space, a lot of people want to do is just make money. And you mentioned something so important, and that is collaborating and being a part of the space and I can't even say this word, contributing to the space as well by paying it forward and collecting. There's a lot of people that I've been noticing that, quote unquote, say that they're authorities in the NFT space, but you look at their collection and they're not contributing to the space. So thank you for mentioning that. And it's very important to, as much as you also want to, make money, do it because it's a passion, and definitely pay it forward as well. I love that. Thank you. Anybody else want to share anything else regarding that?
I just want to echo what you said and, congratulate Alexander on paying it fast forward, using that sale that's going to come in and buy some art. I do the same, honestly. I love art so much that, pretty much all my funds go to supporting artists. And also just that you're already thinking of the gamification and you're saying you're new to the space, you're really grasping it. So I look forward to talking with you more and just jump into communities. I'm sure your project can be a real success.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the support.
Ibrahim, you're up next. Do you have a question?
I have so many, but I'll try to keep it short, not ask all my questions. But thank you for hosting the space. I'm brand new to this. I think this is maybe my fourth NFT room, but I'm trying to move because I feel really drawn to the community and what's going on. It's like a couple of weeks ago that I got started in cryptocurrency to begin with. So I guess one of my questions is, what I've done so far is I've signed up for OpenSea. I have MetaMask, but I don't have the Ethereum on MetaMask, but I have Ethereum on Coinbase. How do I get my Ethereum that's on Coinbase to MetaMask or to OpenSea?
Oh wow, yeah, I'd love to take this one if you don't mind.
Please, because there's so many things that I'm getting that I should be doing, and so I'm kind of at a loss of what the order of things is and what's necessary to actually move forward.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'd love to help you. You should definitely DM me. We are coming out with a education series, and it's coming along quick. So I can't wait to share it with everybody. We do have a YouTube channel that has a lot of great information. And similar to what you're asking for, we're definitely going to go into detail about how to mint and how to do some really cool stuff. Because it is very, very confusing at first. But yeah, if you want, DM me and I will definitely walk you through how to get your tokens from Coinbase over to MetaMask.
Beautiful.
Yeah, definitely. Please DM Decryptolorian. And for those who have the same question, I would advise to get Coinbase Pro on your desktop. And the reason why is because a lot of people don't know this, but there's Coinbase, just .com, and then there's the Coinbase Pro, and the Pro actually doesn't cost anything additional, but the fees to transfer are a little bit less, and with gas fees, definitely something helpful. So if you have stuff on Coinbase, get on your desktop and log in, but log in using a Coinbase Pro, and it's the same username with your Coinbase, and that's another way to transfer too. But definitely keep in touch with Decryptolorian, the Whale Community, Token Smart, and they're going to come out with a lot of good content for sure. Thank you for that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. And just like one more question, and I'm really happy that Alexander was the person to speak right before me, because I actually come from a photography background. And so just in the last 24 hours or so, I've been workshopping and putting together ideas in my head of how I would want to bring my photography into the NFT space. And yeah, so I'm curious if you have any, that's super dope that you're working on something. Do you feel that, so I've already started talking to a friend of mine who does, works with different mediums, and I want to collaborate with him on some of my photography. I guess, do y'all feel like there is an existing market? I know you mentioned a shortage, Alexander, but do you feel like there's an existing market on these platforms that already exist, like OpenSea, for me to share my photography?
So the only ones I found were Lensy.io. There was one other obscure name, but it also had some form of a gateway where you had to make an application before your work could be submitted. So stay tuned, obviously, but you can also see there are some photographers that are trying to publish their collections on OpenSea. I'll DM you one that I found. I've got it in my bookmark bar that did a pretty good job of trying to do it. But OpenSea seems like just an open platform for anything, right? It's not really a niche, but it's a great place to start because you only need to mint your stuff once before you can mint everything else without worrying about gas fees. Yeah, I think the other space that's more focused on photography would be Foundation, and then the Lensy.io. And yeah, it's something that I've talked with a lot of people about, being a photographer myself, and there's not a lot of focus on just kind of straight photography, but there are platforms that, photographers are coming into. Async Art has had some amazing photographers working with them recently, and they have very interesting, programmable art. So it can actually change depending on different real world inputs, like the Bitcoin or the weather or the time. So there are some interesting things out there right now for photographers, but we definitely need more platforms in the space and something, specifically focused towards, I think, straight photography, like what.
So just a follow up on that. So I guess, I'm trying to focus a little bit. Does it make sense to just proceed and just get started on OpenSea and, maybe try combining my photography with these other mediums, ideas that I have in mind, and just, trying it out from there? Would you advise going to these other photography specific spaces from the get-go?
I think OpenSea is a great platform. It's not as curated, but it would be a good place to start out and learn and do some experimenting. As Alexander and maybe others mentioned, there's lazy minting on OpenSea, so you only have to pay the gas for the first NFT you mint when you're setting up your store. Subsequently, those NFTs are basically put in a queue, so they're ready to go. But when someone goes to buy it, it's then actually minted to the blockchain, and so you don't have to pay for the gas each time you're minting a new NFT. And yeah, I think go right ahead and jump in and try mixing some of the mediums. I think, the mixed medium stuff with photography might do a little better right now than straight photography if there's some interesting music to it or something like that.
Can I just jump in? Ibrahim, Terra Virtua seems to be another platform that are taking photographers and displaying their artwork. I'd say it's more curated work, but it could be something you could look into too.
Yes, great platform. Terra Virtua. TerraVirtua.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, y'all.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Ian, you're up next. You are part of the Token Smart community, and we've collaborated a lot with Bittrees. Please, open mic is yours.
What's up? Hey, how's it going, everyone? So I'm Ian Prebo. I'm also known as Savage Prebes, also known as Blackheart Honeymoon, depending on which medium we are interacting on and whether it's like my music or whatever. So yeah, I've collaborated a bunch with Sandy and with Easy. I'm actually going to be playing Easy's show later today as Blackheart Honeymoon to show myself a little bit. But one of the main things I've been doing is I joke that I'm not even joking. Like, I think that the Token Smart community saved my life and definitely saved the end of my 2020. Because I got involved because I work for a company called Bittrees, which is a DeFi tech company. We're a startup, and we got our hands in a little bit of everything. We've made some protocols. Like, one of the main ones is an NFT wrapper, so you can take your NFTs and vault them and then release liquidity on top of them. So it's a pretty cool protocol. We're working with some big people in the space to use it. Right now, the gas fees kind of make it difficult to mint vaults, but one of the big things I like doing is all the community-centric stuff. So Bittrees does holiday-related events with Token Smart. So we did like the ho ho ho, not so. Oh my God, what are the names of everything?
Ho ho ho, not so silent.
Yeah, the ho ho ho, not so silent Snowfest, and we just did the most recent one. I'm like, I got to pull up all my Google Drives.
The non-romantic love fest 2021.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So like we just run these sort of silly games, and they're generally associated around like Meta Olympic date, right? Like, it's usually like in conjunction with the Meta Olympics, and we like giving back to the community. So there's usually at least some Avastars. We've been releasing along with Avastars, Wavastars, which we've been vaulting the Avastar tokens. So they're wrapped Avastars, and there's actually a liquidity pool of Wavastars on Uniswap right now. And I also just want to Uniswap is amazing because that's how I got into crypto voxels. Was I got the Uniswap drop, and I was like, I don't know what to do with this, so I just turned it into Ethereum and bought 2 properties in crypto voxels, and that's part of the reason why I'm here today.
Yeah, and I also want
to... And I've just got to say that the Bittrees events are so damn fun. We go around hunting. It's basically treasure hunts. And if you get lucky, or if you find the right things and, screenshot them and do the stuff, you can win amazing prizes for real.
Yeah, we've given out NFTs. One of the NFTs we gave out was I got a random NFT from an artist, and I'm so bad with names. I want to rep this artist, but they did a giveaway through Twitter, and I was like, well, since I just got this piece that's worth half an Ethereum, let me buy something. So I went and bought, and this reminds me of sort of what I think it was Alexander was talking about, giving back to the community immediately. I was like, hey, since you're giving me this awesome piece of art, let me buy this piece of art, and I'm going to bring it over to Token Smart for this, and have it be one of the, the gifts for the, or one of the prizes rather for the scavenger hunts. Because I think the ethos in the NFT space is that the table is big enough for everyone to eat at, right? We all can succeed, because this, the original system, right, of the real world or whatever is winner take all. And that's not the system that we need in crypto and NFTs. We all can do really well and succeed in this space.
Yeah, amen to that. And oh my gosh, I feel like that was I don't know where that accent came from. But I also want to mention,
hallelujah.
I know, right? I was really feeling it. But I also want to mention that if you have any audio NFT related questions, please follow Ian. He works also closely with DAO Records, and he can definitely connect you as well. We are getting close to the hour, and NYT, if you have a question, please let us know.
Yeah, thanks for the mic. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, man. Hear loud and clear.
We sure can.
Nice. Well, my name's Nightmare. I'm also a moderator on the Whale Discord server, and just wanted to chime in. I know we're talking relative to a lot of the things we do with our community. In fact, it was the NBA Top Shots mention that made me want to jump in. I'm so excited about the values today. But really, just wanted to mention that the reason why Token Smart and Whale are such great resources is it's really this cross-section of education. Whether you're a trader that's speculatively coming into the NFT scene and interested in it because of that, or whether you're an artist looking for the resources to begin minting, or what you could do with what you're already, doing in the space, it's really this crossroads where there's so many people willing to help and help you get started. So I know we may have some people that have just caught on to the NFT train because of the recent media attention that has gotten, as well as some people looking to, do some more things. And I wanted to let you know that it's a very inviting community. If you don't have any of these social tokens, you can certainly get them by participating. And if you need a hand in getting started in any of the initiatives, that's what we're here for. So you're going to hear a lot of lingo and acronyms that could be kind of foreign to you. I think when you first get involved in NFTs, it's a bit like drinking out of a fire hose. But certainly this group here is always willing to help. Reach out to any one of us, and the community will as well.
That is super awesome. I'm so glad that you came to the mic and share that with us. We are coming to the hour. Alegria, you want to share the Well Community Calendar with us?
Yes. Give me 1 second to pull up what it is that we have going on. I'm just going to do it right in general. If you haven't followed the Discord, you can click on my profile and the invite is there. It's relatively simple. Discord.gg/whale. I'm trying to pull up the calendar here there you go. My man Addy does help me out.
An interview with Nate Alex on Wednesday.
Yes, and
cool history in the NFT crypto space.
That's going to be a good one. If you don't know of Nate Alex, you should. And Rude Moose is going to go ahead and put him on the hot seat to find out what makes him tick, right?
Yes.
It's going to be awesome.
That's super awesome. And anything else on the calendar?
Yes, tomorrow we have a Collector's Insight stream with Giannis Sordis. So basically our Collector's Insight episodes focuses on one collector from the community or just from the space in general. And we bring them up and we interview them, see what they're interested in, how they got into the space, what they're spending money on, and how they value things. Later on, let me see. On the following day, then we have a project showcase with Jamie Burke from Outlier Ventures. If you don't know Jamie, they are quickly investing in many, many projects across the space. So that's sure to be good, because if you are in here building a project or wanting to know people that are doing that, you should definitely tune into that. I'll post the rest of the calendar right into the chat. So come check it out.
Yeah, awesome. With a Token Smart, we do have a daily events. Tonight we have Easy's listening party. Please come and join us. 4:30 p.m. PMPS time, 7:30 Eastern time, and 12:30 a.m. UTC time. Tomorrow we have our weekly Avastar giveaway. Please don't miss this one out. Follow me on Twitter. I repost the Meta Olympics page that has all the information. Then we have Dab Dragon Hangouts followed up by the Avastar giveaway. And then we have super cool music NFT audio knowledge by Mighty Mai, which is a show with Mighty 33 and My World. And Wednesday, we have the Matthew and Rizzle show, a listening party with the awesome Foxy Yoga. Thursday, we have the Whip. Please, if anything, please come to the Whip. I would love everyone to experience the Whip. It's amazing, and it's in virtual world crypto voxels. Friday, we have Eclectic Method, who he just did a drop with Bootsy Collins. So he's there with us every Friday doing video remixes, super fun. We have Ben from BB Studios, who's also going to be talking about lucid dreaming, and then Who What Wearable, who's going to be discussing and judging your fashion stuff that happened on Whip. And then we have Natuno and Chill Radio later at night on Friday. Saturday, we take a day off, and then Sunday, we wrap it up with Sunday Confessions with Mag Master. Definitely please join us. And any last things that you guys want to say, please, let's go in order. And any last thoughts?
No, just like to say welcome. If you're new to the NFT space, welcome. Everyone here is pretty friendly, as you can tell. Like someone else mentioned, there's room for everyone. Every time someone joins, kind of adds to the collective brilliance that is this community and this space. Yeah, that's about it for me, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Awesome. Anything you want to say, Rude Moose, Decryptolorian, Easy?
I want to echo what Alegria was saying, because I do think that it's super awesome that the NFT space is so very social. Like, it's definitely, this was mentioned earlier, but, not a, winner takes all. We have a lot of people succeeding in a whole myriad of ways. So it's an amazing thing to be a part of. And definitely I've found that the more connections you make and the more friends you make in the space, the more you get to learn and experience and kind of find where you can specialize the most. So that's a pretty magical sort of thing.
Awesome. Decryptolorian?
Yeah, I have to say that it's the only thing that limits you in this space is your imagination. So, have fun, enjoy, learn, get involved, and that's it's the most fun you'll ever have, I think, in these times. So, just stick with it. Come hang out. I'm so glad that we had the turnout that we did, and I look forward to the next chat and having double, triple, quadruple, because the metaverse is a very open space and very welcoming. So welcome, everybody.
I would just like to echo what everybody has said before me. Welcome to the metaverse. We are here to help. I would love to see everybody that's here today join Whale and Token Smart communities, because you have something to add, and everybody has, a talent that you can, pursue. And I think right now in these times, it's really important for us to all, act together as one, kind of lift each other up and pursue our passions and dreams. And the NFT space and the blockchain is allowing that for so many. And also, if you're new to the space, maybe you don't have any crypto or you don't have any NFTs, the giveaways and the airdrops basically at every event is a way for you to start getting familiar, stack a little bit of Whale, stack some Whipsy, figure out how kind of the tip bots work. And then you might have a little bit of cash saved up to, put towards some gas on your first purchase, or, there's amazing stuff going on. You can even purchase art for Whale, trades and collaborations. Just come and join us. Much love.
Awesome. NYT?
I guess I'll be the next one to echo the same thing. The NFT space was a tight-knit community for a long time, and obviously now we're on the precipice of it, blowing up to be much bigger. But really, you're going to get the most out of this by immersing yourself in a community like Token Smart, like Whale, where just as a byproduct of being active and involved, you would have had top shots in your collection by experimenting. You would have been an early adopter to a lot of these things. So we are still very early. Come, get involved, get some of the free drops, and become part of the community. And before you know it, you'll be helping others the same way we are here now.
1000%. I definitely agree with everything like that. One thing that I do want to mention too, for those of you new to the NFT space, please don't be steered in the wrong direction. Well community, Token Smart community, we are intelligent individuals who are looking out for you as well. Don't pay attention to people with just big following. Definitely pay attention to the people who have contributed to the space and who have done a lot with the space. Like we mentioned, Well Community and Token Smart have worked with so many projects and we guide our community members the right direction. So please be wary of who you are getting your information from. Don't follow just someone just because they have like a high follow. Definitely look into in the individuals, look at their collection, look how legit they are in the NFT space for sure. I want to give a big shout out to Alegria, Rude Moose, Decryptolorian, Easy, NYT for being here with me, Ian as well. Thank you so much. And I want to also give a big shout out to our admins, which is Jimmy, Nate, Alex, Trislet, Rizzle, of course, and Dragonate. Did I mention all of them? Jimmy, Nate, Alex, myself, Trislet, Dragonate, Rizzle. Yes, okay. And then a big shout out to the Whip crew who is always helping us out. Matthew, Rizzle, Trislet, Dragonate, Show, Trippy Yogi, Easy, Frankie Needles, Katie Arrington, Paradox, Tubador, Timmy, and everyone in the Whip Fam community, in the Token Smart community, in the Well community. We love you guys so much. And I want to leave you guys with that information. So please just be careful and join us, Well community and Token Smart.
Yeah, it's been fun. I'll catch everyone on the Discords. Until the next one, we'll try to do this regularly, and we'll try to bring some guests, and we'll try to make it fun and educational.
Thank you guys so much. Great moderation as well.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And just so you guys know, while we were all having this conversation, we were all doing airdrops of Well and Whipsy and doing all of that within the Discord. So definitely don't miss out on the next one and our daily events. Thank you all very much. And thank you for your time. Thank you. Bye, everyone. Take care.
Thanks all. Bye. Thank you, guys. Take care, everyone. See ya. Thank you, guys.
Oh my gosh, guys, we did it. We did it. I'm so proud of all of you. Like, you guys have no idea. Just to let you guys know that I've always been super nervous before speaking. Even like when I used to do the listening parties, oh my gosh, like every single time. And slowly but surely, like I'm gaining that confidence. And I just want to thank you guys so much. Oh my gosh, I feel like I want to cry, getting chills. But you guys have no idea how much the community means to me. And I just have so much gratitude to each and every one of you who have been part of the community and who have helped us grow. And we love seeing people who themselves, find their place in the space when, they found they were feeling lost at some point. So if you ever feel like that, if you feel like you want to be part of this space, but just don't even know where you belong, reach out to us. Tell us what you're good at. Our company is growing. There's not a lot that I could mention, but if you would be a great moderator, if you know more details about getting rid of these like awful bots who try to steal our airdrops, if you have that information, if are a content creator who want to create more stuff and chill everything, please let us know. We want to support you too. Just as much as you guys are coming in, there's something that you bring to the table, and we want to acknowledge that too. So my DMs are open. Please be patient with me because I do get a lot of them, but I do eventually respond to each and every one of you because you guys mean so much to me. And thank you. Easy, thank you so much for being part and representing, the Token Smart family too. I wish the next time if we could get more of the Token Smart community in, that would be perfect. If you need an invite, I believe I have 5 left. So if you need one and you want to represent us, for sure, let me know and I could give that to you. Let's get Winston to play some music and yeah, let's do that. Any questions that you guys have? And if you're new to NFTs, don't even know what a MetaMask wallet is, don't even know how to gain that, reach out to us too. Oh, Dab Dragon, you know how to make me giggle. Please reach out to us if you don't even know what a MetaMask is. I've onboarded my whole family. Just yesterday, I helped my brother open up his own storefront on OpenSea. There's many minting platforms that will definitely work for you. And I cannot say this enough. Please, on-chain gang, on-chain gang, on-chain, on-chain. Okay. So with that said, much love. And let's all meet up at 4:30 p.m. PST time. I think that's in about like 2 and 20 minutes. And get going with Easy's listening party and Savage Prebes opening that up. So thank you guys, everyone. See you next time. Meow.